Hello everyone, I'm Bo from Brutal Commentary, and today I wanted to do a little shout out video. If any of you have watched the Contender series, especially the one that happened last night, or this night, boy, I gotta tell you, what a show that was. Specifically, I want to shout out the two fighters in, I guess you could call it the co-main event, who absolutely fucking performed. Adrian Martinetti and Mark Vologdin. Boy, I gotta tell you, those two put on a fucking performance. Not only did they both win the contract, they both won $25,000 for their fight. And the best way I can describe it is, one, whatever they got paid wasn't enough. Two, this might be the greatest fight I've seen this year, regardless of whatever combat sport. Three, this is easily the best fight on the Contender series. I think that's safe to say. And four, just to level these two shows. So these two fight at bantamweight, and they had such contrasting skills, but they meshed so well together that it was truly a treat to watch. So in honor of really just that type of performance, I just wanted to kind of briefly talk about each fighter and just how I see their UFC future going. For Martinetti, it's a bit more of an open and shut case where he goes throughout his career. It pains me to say that, but he is 30 at bantamweight. He has a very limited window of success. But from what I see from him, he's got the goods. He's a very capable grappler, very good, capable wrestler. He's got fantastic striking on either side, whether striking in orthodox or striking southpaw. Plus, he wears damage so well. Vologdin was battering him with some hammers, but Martinetti kept fighting through. Now, he was obviously hurt through multiple portions of that fight. He got dropped and nearly knocked out in the first round. Then in the third round, you could see the damage start to affect him. He started pawing at his eye. I don't think he got poked. I just think he got punched there and started to affect him. But man, does that guy fight through adversity and damage so well. You even see some elite fighters start to crumble after that amount of punishment. By the way, I counted. Those two combined through 632 strikes combined. Could you imagine just that kind of output that those two have been running? Each of them threw over 300 strikes. Now, of course, it was diverse, body to head, but the majority of that is to the head. Think about how much damage they took. Good God. And then Mark Vologdin got a nasty gash over his eye. I honestly thought they were going to stop it after the second round because that cut was so bad. But those two fought like that contract meant everything in the world to them. And by God, they earned it. Now, as for Mark Vologdin, he was a bit different in his skills, but I liked it nonetheless. So he stands at 5'5", while Martinetti was standing at 5'8". And boy, Vologdin is very good at utilizing the reach and height he's been given. He had a nice compact stance. Every time Martinetti started throwing the calf kick, he'd answer with a punch. His pressure was pretty good at times. He seemed physically strong and had the gas tank to go the 15 minutes. I didn't like how by the third round he didn't have too much of an answer to get up, but I mean, considering what had happened in the first two rounds, it's completely forgivable. Not to mention, I think if he were not in that type of war, I think he would have a better get-up game. It's just the fight they had just simply was exhausting. This type of fights where you can go, man, those two are tired. They earn that being tired. Not just like being on their bicycle for 15 minutes or laying praying. No, these two went after it from bell to bell, all 15 minutes. And I think both of them have a good future. Martinetti, like I said, at 30, he has a limited window what to do. And you don't know how quick of a turnabout either of these two can come. I mean, I would imagine after such an intense fight, both of them are going to need 6 months, maybe more, maybe a little less, but I would think 6 months is a pretty good mandate just because of the damage. At at worst, I think 4 months. But when Martinelli, he keeps putting on shows like that, he keeps performing like that, he's going to get rich off bonus money, I can guarantee you. As for Mark Vologdin, he's a lot younger. He has much more room to improve, like in the grappling and wrestling department. But on the feet, he's a very powerful striker. Sure, he got pretty tuned up, especially in that second round, but he's got legit power. He knows how to use his compact stance very well, and he's just physically strong. Too, just some of the ways where he was able to bully Martinelli off of him, I thought was quite impressive. I honestly thought he had Martinelli out after by the end of the first round, because he had rocked him multiple times. And it's not just like these lunging hooks you see most other short fighters throw. He actually was using the jab, smartly throwing overhand crosses whenever, like I said, Martinelli threw the kick. It was just a very smart technical performance, paved by also just heart and determination. So that is what I had for this video. Like I said, I wanted to just make a little video just talking about this fight in particular because, man, if they ever put a Contender Series fight into Hall of Fame, I think that'd be it. I kid you not. If you have ESPN, watch that fight. It would be Dana White's Contender Series Week 9, Contender Series 9, Week 9. You'll find it on ESPN. It's the newest episode of Contender Series. I highly implore you to watch it. You will not be disappointed in the slightest. With that being said, I've been Bo from Brutal Commentary. I thank you all for listening. I'm getting on to my predictions in my next video is Lucas Rocha taking on Stuart Nickel. But till then, see y'all next time.